district, a passionate group of cyclists with an ironclad commitment to transform an area of Westport into an area that can be utilised and enjoyed by all. That group is the Buller Cycling Club, and I welcome them to the stage now.
Good afternoon, everybody. We have a bylaw on the West Coast, you're not allowed to take the chains out of the district, so I bought my own chains. So I'm Gary Howard, Mayor of the Buller District Council. Buller Cycle Club members provide benefits for over 1,000 local recreational cyclists and walkers, plus numerous visitors. Buller Cycle Club epitomise vision with its Kawatiri beach track and the park that they're developing, clearing hectares of gorse, rubbish, and providing a walkway and cycleway. They have huge passion and fortitude, turning up each month for Saturday's working bees, having already completed over 2,000 hours of voluntary work. They're creative, they're resourceful, holding a wide variety of fun and competitive events. On behalf of the Buller community, I'm very, very proud to introduce Glenn and Emma to tell the club's story.
Thank you, Gary. And also thanks to Trustpower for the opportunity to come down here today. It's been really awesome being a part of what's been going on. More than anything, I want to thank the guys and the girls of the Buller Cycling Club back home. They're the people that we're really celebrating today. They're the people who are putting in the hard yards. My name's Glenn Irving, and this is Emma Passmore, one of the club captains. I'm dressed for one of the races that we would race in Westport, and Emma is dressed for a good day of hard labour down at the beach tracks. One of the great things about being a volunteer is that we generally volunteer for the things that we're passionate about. And for those that are in the Buller Cycling Club, this is particularly true. We do what we do not just because we like riding bikes, but because we believe that bikes are one of the greatest inventions ever made. They're simple to operate, they don't require any fossil fuel, they provide cheap transport, and more than anything, they're a great way for people to get exercise. We think everyone should be riding bikes, and our goal is to make biking as accessible as possible to the people of the Buller.
People started being passionate about bikes in the Buller way back in the 30s. Road track racing was where it was at back then, and as these photos show, there was plenty of youth involvement in the club's early days. In recent years, cycling has undergone somewhat of a revolution, and following pursuit, so has our cycle club, to keep up with our sport. There are now a multitude of things we do around our town and for our community, and that's why we are here today.
One of the really good things about biking is that the more people you do it with, the more fun it is. Over the last 12 months, we've hosted a wide variety of social rides where people get to know each other, learn from each other, and gain confidence from riding bikes with people who've been doing it for quite a while. And as you can see in this photo, we don't let a bit of West Coast rain get in the way of a good time either.
We run skills workshops to get people, particularly the younger ones, on bikes and give them the chance to learn the new skills with experienced riders in a safe environment. Fun is the major aim of these events. Getting wet and dirty is almost a necessity.
Just as we did when the club started out, we still race our bikes on the road. Every year we run a 13-week racing season with 2 races every week. This part of the club program has seen fantastic growth over the last couple of years, and we've had heaps of new riders coming in 2013. We're fortunate to have some beautiful places to ride and some key volunteers like these two who turn up to 26 races every year to keep us safe on the roads and keep our results accurate. We couldn't do it with guys like these, and we have to thank them for that.
Outside of the road racing season, the club also hosted 5 separate cycling events last year. One of these included the Denison Chain Grinder. This is our big fundraiser of the event of the year. And as you'll see from the photos, it's a great chance to show off one of our favourite areas. We get all types entering, from the seasoned pros to the kids who are just starting out. As always, an element of fun is encouraged, and some seem to take it up more than others.
Our next big event each year is the Domain Day Nighter. Somebody really clever came up with this logo. This event's held in one of our local bush reserves with a short race for the kids and a 2-hour night race for the adults. Being right in town, the focus of the event is to encourage new riders to come out, get onto their bikes and have a go at riding under lights. It's quite a unique experience, and some get-ups are more practical than others, it would seem.
Because we love running events so much and providing a variety of cycling options within the community, we have also held a 3-race cyclocross series through the winter, just to keep us busy. This is a short duration lap race with multiple obstacles along the way. You have to get off your bike, as you can see here, which involves lots of volunteers to set the course up and take it down. These events seem to have really got the kids out on their bikes, with our youngest participant this year was a 1-year-old.
7 years ago, the Buller was a mountain biking backwater with only a couple of places to ride and not many where you could go and not get lost. Now we're spoilt for choice, thanks in part to the efforts of the Buller Cycling Club track building crew. A few years ago, the Old Ghost Road project began. Some of you who were involved in this last year would have seen them. And they've been slowly building one of the best tracks in the country on our doorstep. Our club members, like Emma, have been assisting with numerous work weekends to get jobs done that really need a whole lot of manpower. 2 of our members are also serving as trustees for the Ghost Road on a voluntary basis, so we're quite involved in that project.
Another great project that received a fair bit of attention in recent times with the potential for coal mining, keeping it in the national spotlight, is the Denniston Plateau. A few years ago, our club sought permission from DOC and entered into a management agreement with them to develop, mark out and maintain a 100-kilometre track network of one of our most unique riding landscapes in our country. This area is rich with history, and the work we've done here helps everyone who visits get a feel for what it would have been like for those that toiled on the ground in search of coal in days gone by.
There's one last thing that the club's been chipping away at for the last 24 months, and it's what we're most proud of. The Kawatiri Beach Reserve is a 64-hectare parcel of land that DOC was kind of given unwillingly, and they had no funds to develop it. So the cycle club teamed up with quite a few other community groups to get things happening. When we started, it was gorse infested, it was a dumping ground and an eyesore for the town that nobody was particularly proud of. The club's now invested 2,000 hours of volunteer labour building 3 kilometres of biking walking tracks within the reserve, moving 570 cubic metres of lime chip, planting 2,000 native plants, erecting gates and signage around the reserve. It's all been done at minimal cost. I think we've spent about $2,000 so far on this, and due to the generosity of a huge number of Westport businesses and individuals who are passionate about the project. Maintenance is our responsibility, and one that's going to keep us busy for many years to come. It'd be fair to say that there's some tired bodies, but when we see kids like these riding out on the track, we know that the effort that we're putting in is well worth it.
With only 30 members, we are a small club, but we're big on ideas. We are currently developing plans for a trail that will connect our town with our river and our beach areas. This trail is 3 kilometres long and includes 260 metres of boardwalk. So it's an ambitious project for a small club, but we're excited about tackling.
So that's the story of the Buller Cycling Club. We know the district's going to become a must-see place for mountain bikers from around the world with the Heafy track and the Old Ghost Road on our doorstep. The work that we do aims to grow the sport locally so that our people in our town can share the enjoyment that comes from riding bikes and give a really warm, cycling-friendly welcome to those who come to our doors. Thank you very much for your time.